And I assume we'll see equally passionate testimony at the last two spots this week. It shows that there's a lot of interest on both sides. People who are worried about what it would mean for their communities and people who are worried about if we don't do anything, what's going to happen. So I think it's always good to be reminded that there are two strong viewpoints on that bill. So that never hurts to be reminded of that. I do think we're getting some valuable feedback on certain types of industries. So I think the co-chairs are going back and looking at, well, okay, what does this bill mean for agriculture, for example? Or do we have enough in the bill to make sure rural communities are going to be helped when any kind of transition occurs? I do think there's a lot of interest from the co-chairs in making sure that adaptation and mitigation dollars are equally distributed around the state, whether that's helping deal with water conservation issues around irrigation or sequestration in certain parts of the state on our working lands. Our folks are really focused on that. I think if I have one frustration, and I say this on all of our big bills, even if people are going to vote no on things, and that's whether you're a Democrat or Republican, I hope people are engaging and actually giving actual suggestions of language changes. So like, help us make the bill better. And it's really frustrating when people are just like, I'm just going to vote no, so I'm not going to give you any ideas because I just want the bill to go away. The reality is we need to do the bill. So if we're not getting it right, I hope the people who are at the field hearings are saying, okay, I know you're trying, but can you do this differently or that differently? So I'm hoping we're going to get more of that in the next couple of days because we are trying to make the bill as strong as possible and as thoughtful as possible. So,
but you would say you heard concerns about maybe ag or some of those industries, and maybe there's room to play around with some of the policies as far as you understand it.
Yeah, I mean, we are genuinely taking the feedback for the next amendment. The amendment has not been written. It's not like sitting in a drawer somewhere. The co-chairs are going to wait till after the weekend, sit down, finalize it, and hopefully Legislative Council will give us everything drafted by the end of next week. It might take longer, I don't know, depending on how much there's there. So.
Okay.
Do you have a sense of what that amendment might say?
I don't. I mean, it's a very big bill. So some of it, I'm sure there are technical things, and then the question is, did we get the direct allowances right? Are we protecting certain sectors correctly? Are we, is the transition correct? So I don't know they really are looking at every aspect of the bill based on feedback.